Uncle Andrew, g'day. How you going? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good. Welcome to Kooma.
I've seen a lot of your art. I've been really looking forward to meeting you.
Oh, well, you up for a launch of a bit of artwork of mine?
Absolutely.
Good.
Let's go.
Let's go, bro.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What's the art piece about?
You'll have to see. It's a little bit of surprise. Something the police have...
We're heading to the Shire Hall for Uncle Andrew's art launch, when a sudden downpour takes us by surprise. But nothing dampens the drama of the big reveal.
Righto. You ready? Ready to go. Come on. Go.
Wow, I didn't expect this. It turns out they've commissioned one of Uncle Andrew's paintings to be wrapped around a Cunnamulla patrol car. How cool is that?
This is from a painting of mine, 5 canoes. It represents the 5 tribes within the Shire. And it gives respect to that, you know.
Thanks to Queensland Police, Uncle Andrew and his wife Helen had a surprise of their own today.
And we are very lucky to have a special guest here, all the way from Air Police Station, who knows Uncle Andrew very well. I invite Constable Faith Nelson to say
their
a few
niece,
words.
Faith, whom they raised and is now a policewoman, had been flown in from North Queensland for the
I'm
launch.
The niece of Andrew and Helen Nelson. They don't know I'm here today, so obviously they're a bit surprised.
The sun's out again. Yippee! And we move to the banks of the Warrego. I want to find out why Queensland Police wanted an Indigenous artwork on a patrol car.
I guess it's about taking those barriers away from the police always being seen in a negative light, building trust in that First Nations community when historically it hasn't always been the case.
As recently as 2021, a Cunnamulla cop was accused of threatening to flog a local Aboriginal man. Given the history, I reckon this car is a big deal, a visible symbol of reconciliation between the police and the community. And Uncle Andrew, when this police car is driving around Cunnamulla, how do you hope the community feels when they see this?
Proud. It's like I do. And I think building good relationship between Queensland Police and First Nation people gives you the opportunity to learn a little about each other and feel a bit more comfortable around each other, you know.
He wants to show me where he grew up, about 5 k's outside of Cunnamulla.
Well, this is the Aboriginal Reserve. There's 2 of them, but this is the bottom camp. And the Aboriginal Reserve, we call, Aboriginal people called it, at the time it's Yamba.
Basically, yeah, because these mob out here were Aboriginal, they didn't want them in town.
Exactly. That's the only reason. There's no other reason bar that. It's called segregation, simple as that.
Yeah, yeah.
On the outskirts of town, there's something Cunnamulla is not altogether proud of. Aboriginal fringe dwellings like these have become an all too familiar sight.
Uncle Andrew was still a child when a shocking expose about the Yamba camp in Cunnamulla appeared on national television.
There's only one tap at a time, that's why a lot of people started coming here. And there was about 200 family groups living here at the time. And it was in a horseshoe shape around a tap.
To get fresh water, these 2 women have to roll a 44-gallon drum more than 100 yards to the nearest water tap. A few hundred yards from where these children play is the town's sewage outlet. The stench is sickening. Children play in this vicinity regularly, and after heavy rain, processed sewage laps the camp perimeter.
And what I woke up to every morning, and like other little kids at the time, my age would have been thinking exactly the same thing. This is home. You know, this is home. We don't know any better.
Few of the children seem deprived of care and affection as such. Rather, it's ignorance of proper diet which in turn lowers a child's resistance to infection and disease.
I have to remind myself this isn't ancient history. Uncle Andrew is living proof of that. But Yumba Camp was also the wellspring of his creativity.
You see in my paintings where you see the old boilers and the women washing and hanging clothes. Well, I was on the ground right beside them. Basically, I started drawing on the ground and I got charcoal and started drawing on tin and things like that. And that's when I realised I could draw. I said, I'm pretty good at this, you know.
His paintings today tell me Uncle Andrew's instincts were spot on. From humble beginnings, drawing on the ground, what an artist he's become. This painting, Yumba Life, is Uncle Andrew's vivid evocation of the camp seen through his eyes as a child.
Yes, the history might leave a scar. There could be an ugly scar, but it's not festering anymore. It's healed. But the scar will be there to remind us all not to be like this to each other again. You know, stop doing this behaviour, because the end result is not good. Not good for anybody.
The Yumba Life artwork will hang in the town's flash new civic centre. Uncle Andrew and Mayor Suzette Beresford are seeing to that.
A small town like Colomulla can do it. Well, there's hope for the rest of the country, you know.